Has really faltered on this final rise. It has been a horrible climb for her. She's ridden a fantastic time trial, but this final cobbled section has blown the legs. Wilson Haffenden now tucks in. She's looking for second place. Can she get in the medals this afternoon here in Kigali? She's almost there. 30 seconds down. Second fastest time for the Australian. To give you an idea, Kladnova rode the final section over a minute faster than Wilson Haffenden.
Yes.
Zoe Backstedt has just gone through the first split with the fastest time. She's 17 seconds faster than Wilson Haffenden, 26.86 seconds faster than Kladnova. She is the fastest rider on the course. Here she is. This is a replay of her just going past that intermediate split with the fastest time. She's already caught the rider in front by a minute and a half. Backstedt is the fastest rider so far in this individual time trial. Now she's into full time trial mode, downhill on those aero skis to chase now the fastest time to the 18-kilometer point. She needs to keep a little bit in reserve for that final rise, because Kladnova, without doubt, has gone flying her way up the cobbles. The good thing for Zoe Backstedt is that her dad is one of the most famous riders on the cobbles. Magnus Backstedt, the winner of the Paris-Roubaix. This is Marta, and Takara Tamana finishes 16th place for the Rwandan. That's a good performance. So the current standings at the 10.6 kilometres, Zoe Backstedt, 18 kilometres, Felicity Wilson Haffenden. At the finish, it's Kladnova. This is the situation at that first split. Backstedt 17 seconds almost ahead of Wilson Haffenden. Kladnova at 26.86. Then it's Venturelli, Cousins and Ivanchenko. At the finish, Ivanchenko is still in third place. Wilson Haffenden in second. Kladnova is the current hot seat. Zoe Backstedt, rock solid, powering her way downhill at nearly 60k an hour. Back to Kigali. Just trying to keep as much speed as possible, the 20-year-old. 3 times junior world champion, twice in the road race, once in the time trial. Under 23 world cyclocross champion currently. Looking to add the time trial to that list. Backstedt with a Red Bull helmet on, mouth wide open, breathing in the oxygen, churning that gear over, looks superb. We'll get a good idea at the 18-kilometer point as to who's going to take these medals. Backstedt gets ready for this left-hand turn, leans the bike over, looking to take as much speed through this turn as possible. There's Kladnova in that hot seat. All smiles from her. She's done a great ride today. The youngest rider in the race is currently the fastest. Well, her and Backstedt have been locked in battle before in a World Championship.
PKPay, your quick and seamless way to pay. And if you need cash, our ATM provides.
This is Justina Chapler, the German rider.
So our ATM provides rwandan francs while
coming up to the finish line now. This is a good performance by Chapler.
Available exclusively in the fan zone.
Just catching the Polish rider, Malwina Mull, just in front of her.
Malwina Mull representing Poland, and right after her,
So Justina Chapler coming up here towards the line. The second place rider is at 30 seconds. The third place rider at 31, so she's not going to be in the medals. Justina Chapler is almost at the finish line now. Looks like she rode a good last section. She still looks comfortable. Chapler finishes now. 5th fastest time. A great performance by the German. This is Venturelli. Now, Venturelli was the second fastest rider to the 18-kilometer split so far. And Venturelli is looking good as she comes to the top of the climb. This could be good enough for a medal from Venturelli, the Italian. Federica Venturelli reaching the finish line now. The time of Schladnova goes past. This rider rides for the UAE development team, but she's going to be good enough here, I think, to get herself into potentially a medal. She needs to sprint. Venturelli from Cremona in Italy. A good performance in this time trial. Goes into second place. That's a great time.
50 seconds off. Second place for Federica Venturelli from Italy. And it shows
current standings then. Schladnova, Venturelli, Wilson Haffenden. That's the top three. Backstedt now heading towards this 18-kilometer split. What is the time going to be? Well, we know that Wilson Haffenden cracked on the run-in, but Backstedt has gone through 34 seconds faster. Her average speed to this point, 46.994 kilometers an hour. Now she needs to get ready for the cobbles. She likes the cobbles. Her dream is to win the women's Paris-Roubaix. She just needs to keep the legs feeling good all the way onto that cobbled section. She's nearly there now. She'll reach the bottom of it with 2.5 kilometers to go. This is the Swedish rider. She's hauling this bike to the top. Stina Kagavi, she's not been in the ballpark. Schreiber's gone through that 18-kilometer split, 12th fastest. Bit of surprise for Schreiber today. Current standings, Schladnova, Venturelli, Wilson Haffenden. That's our top three. And this is how hard this climb is. Backstedt is close to catching now all of the riders in front of her. In fact, I think she's just caught Schreiber. Backstedt leads. There's our top 10 at the second intermediate split. One of our beautiful national parks. Backstedt getting ready for this final climb. She'll get to the cobbles in 200 meters. Let's see how she rides it. The time to beat is 32 minutes 47.01. She's at 25 minutes now. She's been rock solid on the bike. Paula Blasi was expected to be one of the medal contenders today. It hasn't happened. She's 10th fastest.
In the ranking, in the result list, right now, position 10 for the Spanish rider. So we wait for.
Only a few riders left to finish now. This is the Swedish rider, Kagavi, who is still finding this climb horrendous. Down at 10 kilometers an hour at times on these cobbles. Rolling all over the place. It's such a hard rise. The camera never shows you how tough this is. Kopecki's just gone through the 18-kilometer point, 20th fastest. This is Marie Schreiber. 2 kilometers to go for her. It's not going to be long until this rider is being seen by Zoe Backstedt. She started 4.5 minutes in front of her, and here is Backstedt, 2 kilometers to go. She can see the cars. 12 kilometers an hour. Consistent right in the middle of this cobbled section as she puts the power through. She'll get a bit of respite just over this little section where the cars are. She's closing in fast. Time to beat, 32 minutes 47.01 for Backstedt. In the build-up to this race, beating riders are Ellen van Dijk, Marta Goossens, Guarzini, Norsgaard, Franzi Koch and others in time trials. This rider is the race favourite, and right now she is showing exactly why that is the case. Into the aero skis again for Zoe Backstedt now. The arrival of Tabea Huis of Austria. Just behind her, the next rider coming up to the line.
Focus on the next rider. Close to the finish, Laura Lisette.
I think it's Laura Sander who's just behind her.